Shoulder press. Shoulder press is a strength training exercise geared for the shoulder muscles using dumbbells and a bench with back support. Using dumbbells rather than a barbell helps with the control and isolation of the shoulder muscle. To get the most out of this exercise, press your back against the backrest without flattening out the natural curve in lower back. Side dumbbell raise. Side dumbbell raises are a strength training exercise that isolates the shoulder muscles, and these are performed using dumbbells. Holding the dumbbells at your sides, raise them until they are parallel to the ground and return to your sides. Since this is an isolation exercise, the movements should be slow and controlled without any momentum. Squats. Squats are a compound strength training exercise for the quadriceps, hamstrings, and gluteus maximus using a barbell. Place the weight across the back of your shoulders while lowering yourself as if you were sitting in a chair. Once your legs approach a parallel position to the floor, stand back up to standing position. For safety purposes, your chest should not sink onto your thighs and you should not go past parallel without proper support. Upright barbell rows. The upright barbell row is a compound strength training exercise for the shoulders as well as trapezius muscles. This exercise imitates a rowing motion. With a close grip, pull the weight upwards towards your chin, squeezing at the top of the motion. The elbows control the motion in this exercise, so keep your forearms lower than your elbows. Walking. Walking is an exercise for cardiovascular health, and it's considered to be low impact versus running. To get a better workout and increase body toning, try walking uphill and on rough terrain. Also, walking sideways burns more calories than walking forward. Elliptical. Elliptical is a cardiovascular exercise that imitates the walking or running motion, and it's performed on a stationary elliptical machine. A key to getting the most out of an elliptical machine is to display proper form with core muscles tight and shoulders back. Exercise bike. The exercise bike is a stationary machine geared towards cardiovascular fitness. There are two types of exercise bikes, upright and recumbent. A tip to using an exercise bike properly is not to pedal with your toes to avoid cramping. Instead, push on the pedals with the balls of your feet. Incline dumbbell press. Incline dumbbell press is a strengthening exercise for the upper chest muscles, and it's performed on an incline bench and with dumbbells. Since dumbbells are used in this exercise instead of a barbell, it helps isolate the smaller chest and shoulder muscles. A tip to perform this exercise is not to lock your elbows at the top to avoid strain. Also, locking the elbows disengages the chest muscles. Incline reverse flies. This is a strength training exercise that isolates the shoulder muscles using dumbbells and an incline bench. The bench is set to about 35 to 45 degrees, and the front of the body is pressed against the bench. Hold the dumbbells to your sides, raise them up as high as you can comfortably. Always keep the shoulder muscles contracted at the bottom of the movement and do not let the weights hang. Letting the weights hang disengages the shoulder muscles and puts tension on the shoulder joint. Jump rope. Jump roping is a cardiovascular exercise performed with a jump rope, and it's a great way to build fitness from a beginner level. The key to effectively jumping rope is to relax and keep a rhythm you can maintain for more than 5 minutes. Jumping jacks. Jumping jacks is a calisthenic exercise that people commonly use as a warm-up. Jumping jacks starts off in a standing position with feet together and arms to the side. Then, jump while separating legs and raising arms overhead and jump back to starting position. In order to get the benefit of jumping jacks, make sure your arms are fully extended at the tops and not bent at angles. You do not get the full range of motion when you bend your arms. Knee push-up. Knee push-ups is a modified version of a regular push-up in order to decrease resistance and keep strain off of the shoulder, elbow, and wrist joints. Some tips for this exercise is to keep your back straight and hands 36 inches apart. This is to prevent strain in back and to engage the proper muscles. Leg curls. Leg curls help strengthen the hamstring muscles, and it requires a leg curl pulley machine. First step is to place backs of feet under the ankle pads and lay on bench face down. Then, use the hamstring muscles to pull the weight up. To effectively use this exercise, do not use momentum to lift the weights, and always bring the weight down slowly. Momentum defeats the purpose of isolation training. Leg extensions. Leg extensions are a strength and isolation exercise for the quadriceps muscles using a leg extension pulley machine. After the front of the feet are placed under the ankle pads, slowly extend your legs out. To add intensity to this exercise, flex your quadriceps at the top of the movement. The extra contraction helps strengthen the muscle. Leg press. This is a compound strength training exercise for these muscles: quadriceps, calves, hamstrings, and gluteus maximus. The form and movement imitates a squat, but the back rest helps keep any tension off of the back. When doing this exercise, you should always push with your heels and do not lock your knees at the top of movement. Pushing with the toes engages different muscles, while locking your knees makes the joints prone to injury. Lunges. To properly complete a lunge, step forward with one leg while bringing the other knee toward the ground. Do not let it touch before beginning to step back up. Repeat the motion with the opposite leg as if you were walking normally. When you perform lunges, you should make sure both legs are at 90-degree angles at the bottom of the movement. Lunges can be performed with weights or without. Military press. Military press is a free weight exercise geared to strengthen the shoulder muscles. From a seated position, complete the shoulder press by lowering the barbell to shoulder level and push upward without arching your back. You should practice hand placement on bar by not going too wide or narrow so you won't strain any joints. Push-ups. Push-ups are a strength-building exercise for chest muscles using body weight. Hands are a little wider than shoulder width. After setting the proper form, lower your weight to the ground and push back up. A tip to do push-ups properly is to keep your back straight. Your butt should not be up in the air or sagging. Runner. Running is an exercise geared towards cardiovascular fitness, and it's a common form of high-impact exercise for weight loss. A tip for running is to begin your workout with an easy stride so your body gets properly warmed up and avoid muscle strains or pulls. Running treadmill. The treadmill is a stationary machine that imitates the running or walking motion and helps with cardiovascular fitness. A tip to getting a great workout on the treadmill is to make sure your heart rate is in target zone. Most treadmills have a built-in indicator to check heart rate.